What up, guys? This is Ani Umana, and first episode of ISO Ani. Got one-on-one with Keyonte George, 5-star guard out of Louisville. Keyonte George, I'm gonna spit a little bit of your resume out.
All right.
Number 6 on 24/7, 6 on Rivals, 5 on ESPN. This is all national. You told me 2,160 points.
Yeah.
You accumulated. You got a whole nother year left. You know, there's one thing you haven't done yet. You ain't beat me one-on-one. What
I
is
actually
it?
have.
When?
At drop.
I won the series.
You play me after practice.
It don't matter, I won.
Nah.
But I appreciate you coming out, Key. You know, this is ISO Ani one-on-one, so I'm gonna let you have this one. You win it right here. All right, so when did you start playing basketball?
I probably say when I was like 5, just playing in the house, running around the house.
When did you start doing recreational league stuff?
I'll probably say when I hit grade school, so first grade, that's when I started to play recreation. I played with the Thunder.
Okay. Were you one of those still launching 23s a game?
Well, I used to be shoot with my left hand, so I just used to shoot whatever I wanted.
You shoot with your left hand first?
Yeah.
When did you start shooting with your right?
I think when I hit 5th grade is when I changed it.
You just changed it?
Yeah, I realized I was right-handed.
Was your jumper broke left?
Yeah, it was.
When did you realize, basketball was something you wanted to do all the time? It wasn't no other sport you liked more than basketball?
I think it was 7th grade when I was with Coach Shelby. I sat down and had a talk with him. He just told me how good I could be.
Yeah.
And then we was at a tournament, I did really well. And I just decided to dedicate myself to this sport, and then I just took off with it.
I mean, what do you do to kind of take your mind off basketball?
I really just hang out with friends, be a kid still.
Yeah.
Play the game, just regular stuff that kids do. That's pretty much it, just stay home and sleep.
I feel that. I heard you sleep a whole lot.
Yeah, I do.
So, your mom, Chris, I've known y'all for a minute. She's been really impactful in your life. Obviously, she's your mom. But it's rare a time that I've seen her not in your games. Just talk about, how her presence has really helped you through this basketball.
I always tell people she's the loudest person in the gym. I hear her all the time.
Would you say just, she fuels you? She fuels you to.
Yeah, she's my why. That's why I like to say she's my why.
Chris give me a hard time a lot.
I bet she do.
On Twitter, it's like, you ain't saying nothing about Keyonte, this, that, that. She be messing with me a lot, but Chris really, really good people. People would talk about, Keyonte George, like 4th or 5th grade, I think. Or everything 6th. What was the first time you saw your name in rankings?
It was 7th grade. I forgot the site, but I was on there, but I was pretty low. But I think I was 80, 90.
Yeah.
But it was just, Coach Shelby had tweeted something out. He said he was proud of me, He was just letting people know he was glad to see me on some type of website.
Yeah.
And after that, just took off from there.
Being at that age. So just how did you feel when you saw your name?
I thought it was pretty cool. Back then, I always wanted to be I wanted everybody to know me. The boss life stuff, I wanted to be on that. So I thought it was pretty cool, but many people was telling me to stay level-headed and just put my head down and grind, so that's what I did.
Let's fast forward a little bit. Now you're in high school, you're a 5-star recruit. Obviously in the beginning I was talking about, your top 5, top 6 in the country. People are monitoring what you're doing, right? Your tweets, Instagram posts, they see you, they probably see you eating, they're trying to figure out what, what you get in. Talk about just dealing with that on a day-to-day.
I remember there's a moment in time I got off all social media, just keep my head focused. So really I just try to stay away from posting anything negative and just all positive on all my socials.
When you started blowing up, especially in high school, it was Keyonte George. Even now, there's a lot of positive, but even I fall victim as an evaluator. Sometimes okay, what can't he do? Right, not just you, when you start, your name starts coming up so much now, it starts being what can't Keyonte George do, right? How do you handle the negativity that comes at you from social media?
Many people tell me what I can't do.
Yeah.
So I just look at them hey, you think I can't do it? So I'm gonna go work on it every single day.
Right.
So I use it as motivation really. I don't really, I try to stay away from negativity, just keep a positive mind. So that's probably what keeps me going the most, especially the hate.
Yeah.
So that's probably got me to where I am today.
You did something with your diet, correct? I'm gonna let you say it.
I went vegan.
You went vegan, which is crazy because I tried to be vegan for one day. I don't think it lasted 24 hours. I went back to eat a steak. You know what I mean? And so talk about, what led you to want to be vegan and how that has helped with your body.
During quarantine, I was eating a whole bunch of snacks, and then I think I ended up talking to Cade, and I heard him say he was vegan, so I started asking different questions. And then after a while, I think it was the first tournament, like my body just felt great. Like I felt like I was in the most tip-top shape.
Yeah.
So ever since then, I just started rolling with it.
What does your daily vegan diet look like?
I'll probably eat a Beyond Meat burger, like a plant-based burger, or try to get like my protein like with beans and stuff. But you can't eat dairy, so I don't really too much eat cheese, different chips like that. So I try to get as much protein as I can.
From quarantine to now, you really have made a big jump into your game. Let's talk about that. There's been a maturation, I think, not just physically, but mentally. Was there like a sense of urgency for you to start really, figuring this out and really start improving?
My trainer, Booker Wilfox, he talks to me, because I told him the end goal is to be a pro. So that's how he treats me. He tells me different things, just not on the court, but off the court. So really, he helped me with my mental game, just telling me the game, telling me different stuff. And then with him, we just took it to a whole different level since I told him I wanted to be, in the NBA. So that's probably got me the farthest.
Yeah, Booker people. I had my cousin work out with him, Emma. And Book's funny though. Like he's a character. He's real animated on the court, but I love it, and I know he's been real influential with you, and that's good. Like I just really saw like a big growth with you mentally. Let's go to high school. Your first 2 years, you were in Louisville High School, and they were horrible. I mean, no offense. And Brian Miller, if you're watching this, he did a good job kind of getting them back going. They won like 2 games.
Yeah, I know.
You come in, I think KJ Pruitt came the same year you did too, and you had to take a big role. Obviously, the talent's there, right? With you on the court, you're the best scorer on the floor, but you're also having to lead 17, 18-year-old kids, and you're 15. So how was that?
It was pretty challenging.
Yeah.
Talking to older kids, they don't have to listen to me.
Right.
But I just tried to, impact winning. We ended up, I think we got 3rd place. So just to see I was able to handle that, the growth I made there at Louisville, I think that was probably the first time I knew like I was finna take off.
Like how important was it to get them to the playoffs and really, kind of gravitate them up?
Winning is very important to me.
Yeah.
And I came from middle school. I was with Noah Shelby, Trey White middle school. We didn't lose. So winning that's all I knew. And then I didn't like losing. So, just being that guy in the locker room before games, being that leader in practice, just impacting winning, getting every drill, winning every run, every sprint. And then just going out to the game and just made it easy for everybody, letting them, they have trust in me to take the shots I take at 14, 15 years old.
Yeah.
So it just really gave me the most confidence in the world.
Winning is really important. Your mom told me that, and one time I really saw it was the NCAA camp. They were in Houston in July, and you were so mad. I think some tears kind of came in your eyes. Y'all were losing by like 40. And you were so mad. I'm like, Chris, why is he mad? He's like, he lost a camp. This camp don't mean nothing, but it showed me that, you really care about winning, regardless if it's a camp setting or it's the state championship. It has that level of importance. But most kids in Texas, they'll go to a traditional powerhouse like Duncanville, DeSoto's won state championships, Kimball. I mean, they'll go, to private schools like Prestonwood. Julius Randle and them went there. What led you to say, hey, we're going to take a chance at a high school that, we're going to make this a powerhouse?
Book. He's cool with Coach Brian. We're able to, ask him different questions about Brian. We heard the program was really good. It was a chance for me to go somewhere, but still stay in Louisville, close to my grandparents, close to my mom. And so then he told me about the different schedule. It's just different opportunities for me to, see what I'm made of. I could have went to anywhere and just, took a back seat to somebody and just win. But really, I just wanted to challenge myself, just see where I was at as a basketball player. You know, really, just high school just really like improve not only like my skill work, but like being a more vocal leader, really coming from Louisville High School to there.
Right, and that's one thing I noticed. You were way more vocal. It seemed like you just really assumed a big-time leadership role. I felt like here at high school, guys now really listening to you, and they're really, you know, and you've asserted yourself into you know, them listening to, and I've seen you like put your hand over someone's shoulder, it's like it's okay, you gonna make the next shot even when they're playing bad, and that stuff that, you know, is really big time for a leader.
You know, all my teammates, you know, they see the ESPN rankings, Rivals rankings, so they know like I'm the top guy. But my main thing was, you know, I got confidence in myself, but I want them to know that I got confidence in them too. Like they can take the game, win the shot. So I remember we was playing JP2 on TV and Cruz took the last shot, but he missed it. He was wide open.
Right.
But I just told him like, you know, keep shooting. Like I wasn't mad at him enough because, you know, 9 times out of 10 he gonna make that.
Right.
So just, you know, giving my teammates the confidence, you know, letting them know that I'm here for them, you know, making them go hard every time because, you know, I'm gonna go hard. So I gotta lead by example, and then they gonna listen to me.
Talk about your relationship with Coach Noelle, Brian.
Our relationships, it's like, I like him as a big brother, but he's also my coach.
Yeah.
You know, we laugh and joke, but at the same time, we know like it's time to get serious and practice in the games. You know, he'll get on me, even though, you know, I'm the top guy, but he'll still get on me. He'll sit me down. He'll keep me in check. So really, you know, him doing that has really made me like a better player. You
know, going to Geico, you know, would be a big thing. You know, in last year, y'all were close. Like, you know, well, not close to Geico, but you had some close games. You know, like Oak Hill, you lost like 3 points. I mean, that was an incredible game. Y'all lost a couple of other close ones. I know you were in South Carolina. You know, y'all had some pretty good games. I think y'all played Combine Academy too.
Yeah, we did.
You know, just talk about what's it gonna take to get over the hump and beat some of those teams.
The main thing me and Coach, we talk about is, you know, paying attention to detail. You know, you go down there, you know, they play as a team, you know, they 8, 9 deep. So, you know, they got fresh legs coming in. So really, you know, we just preach, you know, pay attention to detail, you know, do the little things because the rest of it's gonna take care of itself.
But, you know, the second signature game, and I want to talk about, you know, your relationship with this player, Cason Wallace. You know, for about a year, it's been, who's number 1 in the state of Texas? You got Cason Wallace, Keyonte George. And after y'all finished playing, you know, you had 41 points in the game winner. You know, you went at it. That was you were very you were animated that game. I knew you were ready for it. But you know, at the end of the game, you know, you went up and you hugged Cason. It was all love at the end. Talk about, you know, y'all's relationship and how even with the pegging of you versus him, it didn't phase y'all's relationship.
You know, we don't get too much into the social media stuff. You know, we both gonna make it at the end of the day. That's what I like to talk to him about the most. Like, I don't really care about all that. Like, as long as we make it, you know, we good. You know, we go back a long time. You know, we used to share birthday parties. You know, used to play, used to play AAU together. So, you know, I just treated it like, you know, any other game. I was just locked in. I was just ready to go, and then everything was falling. You know, I had a bad game last year during COVID. Cason went off, but I mean, he can do that. He's really good. But so I just had in my mind, I'm gonna go in and just go at anybody that's in front of me.
Right.
And then, like you said, I had a couple words.
Yeah, you had a couple words. It was fun. It was all fun though. I just really like that y'all too. You know, it was just whatever afterwards. Yeah. Going back to, you know, being a 5-star. You know, everyone really knows who you are. Like every game, I'm starting to see, you know, it's like, I want to see V top 5. I want to see V a 5-star. And guys just like saying this and saying that to you. Just talk about like what goes on through your mind. Like it seems like it's just every game. It's like, I want to see V a 5-star, and I know you hear it.
I'm really used to it now.
Yeah.
You know, I just go into every game, you know, trying to win. You know, get my teammates involved. If I score, I have to score. So it really doesn't even faze me. You know, I'm so locked in to where like I just blank that stuff out now. Even if I, you know, if I say something back, but I'm still locked in. So, you know, but you know, after the game, it's not really personal to me. Right. You know, I just know like it's a game of basketball, so I really just treat it as love at the end of the day.
What does it look like for you 3 years from now?
Hopefully, I think I'm in the NBA, you know, in the program.
You gotta say one more, like he's out. I mean, is that where you want to be in 3 years?
I want to be in the NBA, in the league. Hopefully be 3 years from now, hopefully be rookie of the year under my belt.
Okay.
Be an NBA All-Star, hopefully. And then just having the best career of my life, living the dream, playing the sport that I love and making money.
Once you get done playing basketball and you make your millions, what ventures do you want to get yourself into?
I want to do what my trainer does. He runs his skills academy. I want to do something like that back in Louisville.
Okay.
It's a couple of areas in Louisville that's bad. So I just want to get those kids out of there, for the different kids that like basketball or just anything, they could just come in my gym and just do anything, work out, just talk to each other, all that.
What would be the reason that you don't accomplish that? And I ask this to every player. Like, what would be the reason you don't accomplish what you want?
I'll probably say my head probably wasn't on straight, let some distractions get to me, or, probably see career-ending injury, something like that, because that can always happen to anybody.
Absolutely.
So you always gotta have a backup plan. That's what I really talk to Book about the most. So I'd probably be the only things that would probably keep me from accomplishing my dream.
I got you. Well, Keyonte, I appreciate you, coming out. It's storming outside. This is my first episode, and I
appreciate it.
I wouldn't want anybody else here.
Thanks.
So, appreciate your time, man. This is ISO Ani. One-on-one, like I said, you got me this time.